5-0. Gordon Banks touched the ball 4 times. Joe Hart might hope for something similar. Gareth Southgate's first-time choices have been narrowed down for him by a number of injuries to likely starters. At centre-half, no Phil Jagielka, but Gary Cahill makes it, so Bertrand for Rose at full-back, the only change. In midfield, no Lallana or Sterling, so Wayne Rooney, one supposes, drops deeper again behind a flying front three, which, deprived of Harry Kane, affords Theo Walcott his first competitor. And Andre Schembri, Maltese striker, has their armband. Malta handicapped by the suspensions of Jonathan Caruana and Luke Gambin, both of whom were sent off in their 5-1 thumping by Scotland a month ago. Into their boots comes centre-half Zach Muscat and Danish-born midfielder Bjorn Christensen. Alex Muscat and Ryan Camilleri are the other two here who didn't start against the Scots. If they do attack, look out for Schembri, who plays for Boa Vista in Portugal, and for Nigerian-born Alfred Effiong, who scored against Scotland. Michael Mifsud is the most famous of their substitutes, Malta's top scorer of all time for England. But in a sense, you feel on a day like this that it all built towards this moment. So yet another start-again moment for England. Barely a month since the last one. A new, bright, youngish, articulate, engaging coach. Walcott, Dele Alli, Walcott, Walker, Walcott, came out for Rooney! Fine flying save from Andrew Hogg. And swept clear by ball.
Defensive discipline from Malta, defending in numbers, fairly well organised. The ball breaks very kindly actually in the end for Wayne Rooney here. Important for England, they get their fullbacks forward, they do that with Kyle Walker, it breaks kindly. Just think the way that Rooney strikes it rather telegraphs it for the goalkeeper. It's at a good height for him as well. And that's a save he should make.
Andrew Hogg, Stones, Lingard, Bertrand's gone beyond him. It's Ryan Bertrand's cross, Hogg couldn't handle it, Lingard lashed at it, and it's some way wide.
And that's the combination England are looking for, their wide players feeding their attacking fullbacks, exactly what Lingard did there for Ryan Bertrand. Just wonder whether the goalkeeper Andrew Hogg could have collected this. I'm not sure why he's actually palming this away. He's under no pressure, could have collected it fairly easily. It's ambitious from Jesse Lingard, but on your debut, always fancy smashing one of those into the top corner, but way off target in the end, just didn't get his balance right, and it was nowhere near the target in the end, but good attacking play.
Without the requisite fitness to fulfil his England obligations this time. There's Jesse Lingard, who had a crack at a technically very awkward dropping half volley and cleared the crossbar.
I do think he should be doing a lot better here, but he's mixing his game up, he's playing wide and taking on Borg on the outside, and then he's making clever runs inside like this, in between defenders. Wonderful forward balling from Henderson, just mistimes it completely, but great run in exactly the right spot. That's where Gareth Southgate will want him. Just that clean.
Sweeping it again for Walker. Henderson. Lifted in by Henderson for Dele Alli, and Sturridge has hoisted it high.
Well, Dele Alli head in his hands, he knows he should have scored here. It's a brilliant ball in, wonderful ball in. I talked earlier about a cross from Kyle Walker that had too much flight on it. This one was flat and pacey, the goalkeeper can do nothing about it. He's got to then hope that his defenders actually deal with it. But it's just, again, a straightforward run from deep from Dele Alli. From that type of position, a player of his quality should be burying this. It's a more difficult opportunity when it falls for Danny Sturridge, but really Dele Alli knows he should be opening the scoring from there.
It was a delicious delivery from Henderson, begging a goal-bound header.
And that's 2 passes now from
for Rooney. Walker. Walcott. Another Henderson cross. Sturridge with the header. England with the lead. Just short of half an hour, and Daniel Sturridge achieves the deeply desired breakthrough for Gareth Southgate, whose new era is happily launched.
Oh, it's that Liverpool connection, a wonderful ball in from Jordan Henderson. No surprise the way that he started the game. Some of his forward deliveries have been superb. Again, a whip cross, but this is a terrific header by Danny Sturridge. He's actually got defenders in front of him. He just guides this towards the far corner, doesn't try and power the header in, just redirects it. It's a wonderful header and nothing that Andrew Hogg can do about it. But this is why Danny Sturridge is such a talented goal scorer. He knows how to finish in just the right way. just sets himself, he knows exactly where he needs to head this ball, so doesn't try and do too much with it, just guides it.
Sturridge over their shoulder, and Dele Alli well advanced as well. In by Rooney, closer to Hogg and to Stones.
Well, Wayne Rooney can't do much more than he does here, puts the ball into a really dangerous area. Goalkeeper can't come and deal with it, he's just hoping his teammates
available infield. Here's Walker, Sturridge, dipped up towards Jesse Lingard, who is denied at very close quarters by Andrew Hogg.
Well, Steve Borg this time guilty of ball watching, because Jesse Lingard just runs off his inside shoulder here. Actually runs on his outside, and as a defender you've got to be aware, again, no pressure on the ball, where is your man? And Jesse Lingard's intelligent movement, it's actually a very good save from the Maltese goalkeeper.
Save he was entitled not to make. Rooney's outswinger and Cahill's swinger, which skewed wide.
Well, from general play from set pieces, England are going to cause Malta a lot of problems. They're a big side when the defenders come up from the back. It's not the cleanest strike here from Gary Cahill, but he got a bit excited, comes off his shin. It's just flipped wide, possibly a touch off a Malta defender.
Lingard, Henderson, Rooney, Henderson, Sturridge, Henderson dashing forward, Dele Alli beaten out again by the goalkeeper and poked home for England by Dele Alli.
Well, he gets a bit of good fortune when the goalkeeper parries it back into his path, but it's patient football, intricate football from England. And here you see again the ability, the flexibility of Danny Sturridge dropping deep and making things happen, not playing as a centre forward all the time up against centre halves. It's that flexibility in attack which is opening Malta up. Dele Alli, as we said earlier on in the game, he's going to have that opportunity to break forward ahead of Wayne Rooney, get into the penalty area. And here's Danny Sturridge and Jordan Henderson making things happen, but there's the bit of good fortune. Malta defenders really caught on their heels here as the ball breaks off Andrew Hogg. You've got to be sharper as a defender, gets that ball first, they don't. Dele Alli is able to jab it home, but playing in that advanced position ahead of Wayne Rooney really suits Dele Alli.
Dele Alli's second goal for England, both of them scored at Wembley, the first for Roy Hodgson. Out of time. Well, that's pretty smooth for Southgate starters. England exactly as they would have hoped and anticipated. It took them nearly half an hour to snatch a lead. Daniel Sturridge with a terrific craning header beyond the otherwise excellent Maltese goalkeeper Andrew Hogg, who only repelled a subsequent effort from Dele Alli, so that Alli was able to nudge the second England goal beyond him. But for Hogg, England might have had 2, 3 or even 4 more. As it is, they satisfy. Malta have never made a World Cup or indeed a European Championship finals, and it's understandable given the loss. Henderson adjacent to him, Lingard also loitering outside the penalty area. Stones and Cahill in the box with Sturridge and Alli and Walcott. Rooney! To a very good save from Andrew Hogg.
Well, once again, it's a decent height for the goalkeeper. He showed his qualities in the first half, and again, this is a save that he should make. Sees it all the way. It's not come through bodies. Travels all the way onto his gloves. Good positioning, good athleticism. Once again, the ball is moving towards him as well. He should save this and does. Was really calm and collected, just chesting the ball back.
Lovely touch from Dele Alli for Jesse Lingard. Rolled through for Walcott. And Andrew Hogg has produced yet another first-class stop.
Well, it is brilliant goalkeeping. Great movement again from Theo Walcott. They've been flexible in attack, England. Their wide players joining in, coming in field. Gives defenders a lot of trouble. Walcott does everything right. Good first touch, but that is just a brilliant save.
Rooney quickly on with a free kick. Lingard's hit! Fizzes wide.
Well, it certainly had the power. It was a quick free kick. Quick thinking from Wayne Rooney to get the ball moving. Just goes for pure power here. Just slices across the ball slightly, Jesse Lingard. His finishing today has been what's been missing. His performance overall has been very good.
Scored by a substantial margin. He has 17 more international goals than the next best. Phoenix free kick. Borg at the back stick, and Hart having to plunge at his near post.
There's Dele Alli. bit of complacency here, doesn't do his job, doesn't stay with his man. He's caught ball watching, now gets behind him far too easily, and he should never score from that angle in an international game against a goalkeeper of the quality of Joe Hart. And he rightly keeps it out, and that's worrying for England again, just switching off at a set piece.
Henderson. Rashford. Whipped in by Rashford and turned over by Dele Alli.
Well, he could have had a hat-trick. Excellent first touch here for Marcus Rashford, just to open the angle up for himself and then just roll that ball into the path of Dele Alli. Maybe stretching slightly too much here to control the finish. He's had such good opportunities in the game. He'll be very disappointed. He scored one. He could easily have had three. Once again, running from deep. The defenders don't spot his run. Excellent ball in from Rashford, and he should be scoring from there.
The problem with this sort of game, as already mentioned, is it will be measured by the scoreline.
I just wonder if Dele Alli lets that ball come across his body and just lets it connect with his left foot. He's got more control, he goes at it with his stronger right foot, and that's why I feel he puts it over the bar rather than into the back of the net.
So he's had a little look. Cahill steps in. All 3 points, only 2 goals, 1 win out of 1 for Gareth Southgate at the start of his interim England tenure. Some way short of perfection, some might say a little plain, but absolutely satisfactory in terms of results. Unremarkable, but enough. Daniel Sturridge with the opening goal after 29 minutes. 9 minutes after that, Dele Alli added a second. Frustrating for England and their hopeful fans that there was no addition to those 2 goals in a fruitless second half. But